We're, we're live.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Here we are today. It's Wednesday, and the 30th, I believe it is.
Yes,
Almost at the end of the month, or we're at the end of the month. Pretty soon it'll be in September, and wow,
I know. It's going by fast, isn't it?
real fast. Anyway, I
Well,
want to say hello to Marcy. Good
hello,
hello.
Marcy.
And to Herbie Lopez,
Yep.
and Lisa, and Aoife. Good to see you.
Wow, we've got a lot of people coming in. Yay.
Dawn, Kelly, uh, man, so much to talk about, folks. Really, this show is going to be like a eye-opening kind of show. So please stick around. We'll do the ordinary about doing readings. And by the way, while I'm at it, thank you for liking and sharing. And if everybody else can please do that, that's all we ask for is like and share the show. Because this show is going to be really deep. So I would like for you to like the show and share it, please. Because I'm going to present things to you that you're going to go, what?
Hi, Lynn. How are you? You're staying up a little later for us. Thank you.
Well, she knows I'm worth it.
Yes. And there's Mary. Hi, Mary. You doing? Thank for
See,
you.
and she
Thank you
liked
for.
and shared the show already. Bang.
Wow. Here we have Tina. Good. Go.
Yay!
She says she's back and resting. She has some healing to do, but I will get there. Lots of love to all of you. Yes, and we continue
Good to
prayers for
see you,
Tina.
Tina. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
But anyway, there's so much to talk about. Um, hello, Amanda. The things I'm going to talk about, you might think are like way out there in left field. So please bear with me.
That's what we're all about. We're all about left
Yep.
field. And there's Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Good to see you. Glad you joined us.
Also, remember to stick with the show until the end because we'll be doing what we always do. I always go in and I get things and bang, I'll let you know what's going on. But I'm giving people enough time to get on to see who's with us today.
Thanks for sharing,
you,
Marcy.
You want to talk a little, honey? I'm just kind of like.
That's okay. I mean, so this is what it's like to live with a psychic medium. It never stops. So there are some important things he'd like to share with you. And please stay tuned. I mean, it was a little, it's always a little unsettling, but it totally makes sense because I think everybody who is intuitive kind of gets it on their own way, in their own way. So stay tuned.
Hello, Marisa, and hello, Nancy. Yes, we have been praying for everybody in the hurricane. And you didn't like or share the show, Nancy. You better go back.
Go back
we'll
where?
Put you in timeout. I'm going to say this for those that are here right now. The reason I ask for you to please stick around is about an hour ago I received another message, and I'm going to be talking about that. Thank you, Nance. But you didn't like the show. That means you don't like me.
Oh my goodness. Well, so yeah, we have our rules, guess.
Well, it would help. I mean, they're looking at us.
Well, I think she sends her likes all the time. Everybody, Nancy is on Facebook, and everyone who's on Facebook, I understand why you don't like to go to YouTube, but hopefully someday you'll go to YouTube and watch us and share it from there. You can share the show. You can do the share arrow from YouTube, and you can share it to your Facebook destination. And then we just encourage people to come on over to YouTube to Roger's channel. It is a lesson
Hello,
based.
Joni.
You don't get attacked by the hackers, the
Right.
faker psychics. I don't think as much, although maybe they do find us from time to time. But Facebook is just uh, you know I don't know. I would love for you to come over to YouTube. I'm going to post Roger's YouTube channel for you who want to try the link and try to come on that way. So,
Joni McCloskey begs, dear. I see that you're going to pop in and pop out. But please, Joni, rewatch this show because I'm going to be talking about things that are going to be like way out there. Want to say hello to Denise and Angela and also to our good friend in Australia, Janine. Good to see you, dear. It's 7:05 in the morning on Thursday.
yeah.
That's dedication. I love that. That's great. And we want to say hello to Ward. Good to see you, bud. Now, some of you, in fact, when I talk about what I'm going to talk about, I will not put it past any or some of you to log off, okay? Because it's going to be that far out there. The message that I got today just threw me big time. And I'm going to talk about this whole messaging thing too that I've been hearing.
Oh, so Lynn says that she had spent the yesterday and today with her new little grandson, Kalen. He is beautiful. I'm sure he
Oh,
is.
that's
That's
great.
awesome. Isn't that beautiful? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So Angela, if if Roger sees something coming through for you, he will definitely let you know.
Right.
But
Now,
be
but if
patient.
you want a one on one, check with me after the show. And I'll tell you
Right.
what to do.
Very cool. So Marcy is saying that she has some blockage going on. She can't get into her college class. She's tired from work and something is stopping me from moving forward and doing what I am supposed to do. I have no ambition the past few weeks or more. Okay. Do you have anything to say about that, honey?
Well, if there's anybody that she knows that can give her a limpia, it'll help. I know she knows what it is. But I'm just waiting for people. Maybe about quarter after, 20 after, I will start talking about what things that are going on.
And Marcy, maybe I can speak to you just from a practical spent. Can I do that, honey? Do you mind if I do for Marcy? Just
Go. Go ahead.
even though I at times feel some blockage as well, I I just start moving. I start moving and doing something for 15 minutes. Isn't that strange? But when I complete a task in 15 minutes, it doesn't matter what it is. There's a sense of accomplishment. I know this sounds really primary and babyish, maybe, but really it works for me. I just keep myself to 15 minutes. I commit myself to a 15-minute thing, and and most likely it looks good. Like, you know, cleaning cleaning the countertop, making the bed, cleaning up the bedroom, cleaning the bathroom. Honest to goodness, I feel so accomplished after I clean something in 15 minutes. I know that's weird. I know that's just something small, but it's baby steps sometimes. When you get that accomplished, then something else comes your way. It makes you happy.
I'm going to do cards today too. One, two, three, okay? Just so we can start getting ready to pile.
And
But
so Dawn offers grab yourself a citrine crystal to help you through feeling stuck also. So Marcy says, my head is overwhelmed. I understand what you're saying and I appreciate you. Okay, thank you. Sometimes disorder in the house makes you feel disordered. That blocks me personally.
But
Okay.
keep this in mind: rearrange your living room. If it's one thing, energy will not come. Like if you have your living room set a certain way and it's been that way for months or whatever, rearrange it to change your energy.
Rearrange it if you can.
Yeah, and change your energy.
And so Don does say she does agree with me. True, Faye, anything is an achievement when you are in a funk. I know. And it's easy to get in a depressed mode if you just let things pile up. That at least happens to me. If I let things pile up, that does not make me happy, and then I lose energy.
Hello, Shelly Anderson. It's been a while. Good to see you on. And like I said earlier, I am going to be talking about things that might come out of left field for everyone. And if some of you log off, it's up
That's
to
okay.
you.
That's okay.
But the things that I'm going to talk about, folks, you really need to hear, okay? Because a while ago, about an hour ago, I received another message. So please stay tuned. In the meantime, we hope everybody's doing okay. Um, Crazy things are happening. I'll tell you that right now. Very crazy things are happening. And they're not done.
Yeah. Dawn says that she gets into her garden, she visits the ocean, or goes to the woods. Nature is a great cleanser.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
I totally agree. Today I felt a little like I was in a funk or kind of down a little bit, and I said, "Get snap out of it. Get outside." I attended to some of the uh, plants I have outside, some of the flowers, and I trimmed them, and it really made me feel good because I was out there outside doing that.
Now, for us here in the United States, this is a new moon. For those across the pond, you're already in the new moon.
She
So if
says,
you
"Yeah."
go ahead, honey.
I'm sorry. Yes, Lynn is responding to that. She says she has all of her crystals charging under the blue moon.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am. That's it. Somebody's calling me now. Who's this?
I don't know.
David. David, I'm doing the show. I'll call you back.
Nobody knows our schedule. Nobody for none.
I know, right? Yes,
Yeah.
it's a super moon tonight. Tonight is like I'm a moon person all the time. I go out and I pray to the moon. I know it sounds crazy, but I do.
No, I think
And
it's
that's where
cool.
I get my energy too. So if you have your crystals, you have whatever stones you do have, put them out there. Let them get energized.
Don says that they have a massive blue supermoon. It's huge beyond the clouds. I read that this blue supermoon will not be back until 2035 or something like that, or
Yep, that's
37.
a
I can't
big one.
remember. So it's good to get out there and take advantage of it being there.
Now, the reason I haven't started talking about what I'm going to talk about is I want to make sure everybody's on so there's no interruption, basically.
And Don says we have 7 planets lined up and in retrograde too.
Yep. That's why there's the shift.
And it's crazy how you got this message today, the day of the blue moon.
Yep.
So I wonder what makes it blue. I wonder. I don't know if it's the position it's in, perhaps in the system. I don't know.
Shelly Anderson, we hope that mom is okay. See that you've been taking care of her. And that's the whole thing, folks. When we become moms and dads, we hope that our kids take care of us as we get older. Doesn't necessarily happen, but you know, we just feel that they'll be there for us as we were for them. Holy moly, put that up about Janine.
Janine says over here in Australia, it's the 31st tomorrow is the 1st of September and the first day of spring. Yeah, it's like it's
That's
upside
weird.
down. We have to smile because it's just totally opposite of what we experience up
Yeah,
here.
we're already getting out of it.
Yeah, our spring is gone and summer is getting
Summer's
long,
going too.
and we're approaching fall in September. So Lynn says I walk to a little lake that has trees surrounding it and sit on a bench to meditate and contemplate things. I feel much better when I walk back home again. Yep. It's so good to be able to be out in nature when you can be. Yes, time is going by fast, Marcy. You are totally correct.
I know. We're already gonna pretty soon in what? A month and like 12 days, I'll be 73.
You're still here, honey. You're not done
Yeah,
yet.
thank the Lord, thank the Lord, yes.
You're not done yet.
And
You're still
4
here.
times I went through what close to death, you know?
Yeah. Yep. You know, we were talking on Paul's show on Monday night about UFOs again, and I turned to Roger today or yesterday, and I said, I am so boring because remember, honey, what I said? I am so boring because I've looked in the sky, I've put my head up, I've watched for things, and nothing comes. And I have not never experienced the stuff that you guys say you experience. I have not had, uh, something touch me in the middle of the night, really. I've felt my family close to me, but not the experiences you guys talk about. So I just think I'm, kind of boring, but that's okay.
Janine says, no, you're only 45. I wish.
Well, that's kind of a stretch, but that's okay.
Yeah, big stretch.
Hmm.
So anyway, I think I'll give a couple minutes and then I'll start talking about what I want to talk about.
Okay, I'm going to take another swig of this water.
In the meantime, you know what? Better yet, honey,
Huh?
to change the deal.
Yeah?
Let's do cards, kids. Okay.
Okay. Well, how
1,
many?
2, 3. Let's do that. Get that out of the way, and then that way I'll be able to talk. I'm sure more people will log in, and then I'll be able to talk about what I want to talk about.
So Don is referring to UFOs, I believe. When you see, you can't unsee. They hide and cloak in the clouds. So what are the cards? 1 through what?
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
And I'm just going to go directly off the top because I've already shuffled them.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl. Good to see you. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Denise is going to stick with number 3.
All right.
Man,
Janine wants-
everybody's going for number 3. Wow. Okay, here we go. Card number 1. Okay. It says, ask for your needs to be met. If you have certain needs, ask for them to be met. All right, Lisa. Here's what it says. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. You got to want it, okay? And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask, God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you.
I agree. I mean, that is such a good card because sometimes asking for help is probably the most courageous thing you can do. It takes a lot to get over your own ego to say, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm in
basically
a
your own pride, so you got
your
to
pride,"
swallow your
and
pride
you
and
and you say, "I mean, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
right.
I need help, whatever it might be,
Okay,
so
I'll give you a prime example. A little
mhm.
while ago, when I asked my wife, I said, I'm going to make the announcement. Should I make the announcement? What do you think? And she goes, it's up to you. I said, I'm asking you as a husband. I wanted her advice. And she said, who are you? What do you do? I said, okay. That tells me right there. I'm going home. All right, number two. Here we go, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I'm staying at 27. I've celebrated 22, 27 birthdays so far. Well, that's the way to do it. Jack Benny was stuck at 39. Huh? Here we go. Lynn Fern. Oh. No more complaining.
Okay. I can imagine
Here's
what
what
she's
it
saying to
says.
I wonder what she's saying to you as you said that. Go ahead.
May I proceed?
Maybe.
Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. That's cool. I like that.
Mhm.
So, no more complaining about my accents. You just have to accept them.
Affirm that they're really what?
No, because then that way, if I don't do them, she'll go, why isn't Roger doing his accents? I really like him. Here we
Okay.
go. Number three, everyone. Number three. Diddly dee. Oh boy. This is a biggie.
Is it?
Yes. Release jealousy.
Okay.
How many of us, and I've been a victim myself, where we get jealous of something that somebody else has and we don't. And then you think, well, wait a minute, hold it. What am I doing? Bang. And it happens all the time. They think they're so cool because they got this. You know. No, stop doing that. Wake up. If you want the
Or
same thing or better, work for it and get it.
also, I think just comparing yourself to other people is a tinge of jealousy. Don't ever compare yourself to somebody else. Their journey is their journey. Your journey is your journey. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Like they
Well,
have
here's what
more.
it says.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something,
Mm-hmm.
and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. You don't have it, okay, you're never going to get it then.
Or
That's
you're
what
being
that means,
delayed in getting it by being jealous.
right?
Yeah. If
Let
you,
other
uh,
people's successes inspire
yes.
rather than frustrate you.
Yep.
If they can have it, so can you.
Yes. There's enough to go around.
Yep.
Absolutely. And in
And there
order
we
to,
go. Cards one, two, three.
And as I just read the other day, if
Honey,
you
they can barely hear you. If you could put your mic closer.
okay, so I just read this the other day that, and I already knew it, that you do not you do not attract success by being unhappy. So always try to remain as happy as you can. Find happiness in everything you do. Make that your goal for the day to be happy. Be
Oh,
happy where
honey,
you are. Hmm.
I struck a nerve with Lynn. Look. Put it up.
Okay. Who, me? I do not complain. Sorry to disappoint you. Yes, boss, I do accept your accents. Not.
See? Oh,
And Don
Lord.
says, as long as you never try the Cornish accent again.
Oh, no. No, no,
I don't
no.
think, I think only people in
I don't
Cornwall
even know
can
what
do
I'm
that.
doing it.
Well, every area of,
It's
England has
corny.
different
Yes, I know
accents,
that.
have different accents, and I don't think you can put one accent to apply to all of England or UK.
All right.
All right. All
All
right for
kidding
you.
aside, folks, let's get real now, okay?
Shall we?
As you know, a couple of shows back, I received I received a voice, and this is how the voice said it. The voice said, "I am the voice of God." And if you all know your archangels, there is an archangel called Metatron, which means Metatron, and he is the voice of God. Well, a while back I heard, "I am the voice of God. You people need to unite and start loving each other." Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
was the first one. And also it said, "Look up to the sky."
Mm-hmm.
The second one said, "I am the voice of God. You people need to put your arms down," meaning your rifles, guns, whatever you have. "Put them down and unite." Okay? Now, I'm going to give you something. I don't know if any of you caught this, those in the United States, I should say. Last night, the show called America's Got Talent was on, and there was some people that were like 65, I think it was, that were all lined up and they were doing things with their arms and whatnot.
It was a choreographed
What would
bunch
you
of.
call that?
I don't know. They were all. It was to music. They were uh, in dark clothes, but they all you could see was their arms
Or
and their
their arms,
hands.
and they had white gloves all the way down here.
And to music, they were doing this fantastic, overwhelming, beautiful thing. I don't even know how to describe it, but
At
I'll let
the
you
end,
take
with
on.
their arms, he gave a message to all of us that said, "Stop hate." And it says, it said something like, "You people need unity and love, or love and unity." Okay?
Yeah.
When I heard that, it just like, and I told my wife, I said, "How did he get the same message I got?"
Well, and did I say that I think everybody's getting that message? I think they're being guided
Okay,
to get that
now
message.
that goes to my third thing, which came on today.
Yeah.
The president was on today, President Biden was on, and he was talking about the people of Maui. He said how they all just got together and started digging in and helping each other. He said it was like beautiful unity. And I went, "There's that word again." And then, folks, the one that I heard a little while ago, about an hour and a half now, they told me, remember, if you remember correctly, they said, "Watch the sky," okay? And I don't know if any of you in the UK, it shows that, there's videos of it that you people heard the noise and whatnot. But this is what you're going to hear again. Let me see if I can get it loud enough. Hang on, I'll get it right. Where's it at? I'll start it over.
It doesn't come through. I think.
I'll bring it closer then. Can you hear that now?
Not really well. I had to turn off the music. There.
Now, folks, that noise. I don't know if you folks got to hear it, but I heard that noise when I was in Texas, living in Texas. We all came out of our houses and were looking up at the sky and asking what was that noise. And then I remember, if you all recall, that I was doing the dishes here, that I'm living here now in Wisconsin. And I was doing the dishes and I heard 7 trumpets will sound. And I went, what? Who said that? And I heard it again. 4 times I heard that. Now, an hour ago, hour and a half now, they told me, everyone is going to hear that noise again. Watch the sky. And I'm putting all of this together. And, okay, Lynn's got it there. It's called choreographed.
No, that was the
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're telling me something big is going to happen. I don't know if you've been looking at videos about the rain and the fires and all that. Remember a while back too, I said, how safe is the ground that you're on? I said, because sinkholes are going to pop up all over the place. And they are. I said, the East Coast and the West Coast will erode and go into the water, in the ocean. And they were showing cliffs that just would fall in, and that was it. And I'm thinking, all this stuff that's going on right now with politics, the evangelists, all of this stuff, everything. I mean, put it in a big ball and just, all of it doesn't matter. It's like God's telling us, no, I'm in charge. I'm going to show you who's the boss. It's got to go the way I say, not the way you want. Talking about sending billions of dollars or millions of dollars to help the people of Maui, which is beautiful. I love that. And the people of the East Coast, the West Coast, and all that, of the fires. And up in the, they said even helping Canada. But when you realistically look at everything, and I'm not a politician, okay? The trials about Trump and all of his people and all of that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is survival. That's where we have to go now. We're in that locked into that thing. Because he also said that they would stop everything. And I mean stop everything. I'm talking about transportation. I'm talking about electric, everything. It's going to stop to show you that he's in charge. And when I just heard that thing about the watch the sky because the same noise and all that, I'm going, no, that makes it twice now. And when they said 7 trumpets will sound, are we in the second realm? Are we going to keep our heads in the sand? We need to wake up. And this is why every show that comes on, folks, I always say at the end, both of us say it, love everyone you can on this earth because love is life and life is love. There's meaning behind that. We don't say it just for mere words.
Can I
You
read
folks,
you what Don says?
okay, go ahead.
The deep state, the ruling class, and elite, they will never win. Source and Mother Earth always fights back. Just remember, energy never dies. We all just transform, and that always, Dawn, comforts me to know that we're energy. We are forever. We last beyond this earth. I mean, it's not to say that you know, am not fearful sometimes, but honestly, I have a different outlook on how we are, and that there's a bigger plan than this. There's a much bigger plan than all of this junk that's going on.
Now, getting to, like, I said this a while back too. People were talking about, oh, how beautiful Yellowstone National Park is and all that. I said, no, that's going to just erupt.
Okay. Well,
Everything is changing. If you look at geographically speaking, everything is changing.
yeah.
Everything. That's Mother Nature. That's not us.
Well, it is Mother Nature. And how many ice ages have we had? We had many ice ages, and we've had. I mean, the human race is. I don't even know how old it is. At least 13,000 years old. Um, and we've gone through a lot, and we've seen a lot, and
Well,
we've made a bunch of mistakes. And right now, we are living with the mistakes that we have been making for
right.
some years. And it's time that we started to pay attention to it. And I think there's a whole bunch of distractions going on, but there's a bigger plan. And I think I just plan on doing all I can to learn all I can and to enjoy every single day. And that's what our my message is. I don't know about you.
Now, please understand one thing, folks. A lot of things that I said on the radio, on my radio show in 2009, they're happening. And I'm not saying it because, oh, I'm. No. I'm saying it to wake everybody up, to forewarn them in advance. Yes, what can we do when like the earth goes from under us? What can we do? Nothing. But we need for now to join hands to help each other rather than to separate and call each other names and look at the color of skin. All that's got to go out the window, all of it.
So
Because
you're saying that's really
the
the
mere
message?
fact, no, the mere fact is that we all have to unite, we all have to be loving, we all have to care for each other because in the end, maybe we form a big line and we're all holding hands, and the people next to you or the person next to you is gone, and we're still here with the other person. The next thing you know, we're hugging each other, hanging on, hoping that nothing happens to us. This is what, to me, we're getting down to. And like I said, everything I told you in the beginning, I said it's going to sound like I'm from way out in left field. Yes, I am. Because you people are, everybody watching, you need to wake up. I don't talk for my health, I talk for yours. Every time I talk for your health. When I forewarn you guys, when I see something coming for you, I'll say it. This is coming for you. I can't do anything about it. But I was forewarned when I said I heard the voice. This is the voice of God. See, somebody already jumped off, somebody jumped back on. But I heard this is the voice of God. That's exactly how I heard it. And I'm not making this stuff up. I'm going to tell you right now. Not to say, you see, I told you so. No. If we hear things up in the sky again, like the noise that I just played for you, if you hear that again, believe me, I'm going to be super in tune to Metatron to hear what happens, what's going to happen next. I will advise you when I find out. I will, even if I have to break it and do a special show, I will advise you. And I'm not trying to scare you people. I'm trying to awake you. Thank you. It's time for an awakening. Thank you, Lynn. Yes, exactly. You know, like I said, look at they're logging off already. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't hurt me. But that just shows me where your mind's at. If you don't want to believe, I'm not forcing you to believe. I'm asking you to please wake up. Please be uh, accept it. If it's there, be susceptible to it because it's coming. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, blah, 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 blah. No. What I'm saying is please watch the sky because they told me today the same noise that we heard back then, and I know I heard it when I was in Texas. It sounded like steel against steel. And I'm going, what is that? And all of us came out of our houses. What's that noise? What's that noise? It's going to happen again. So this is why I ask, is this the second phase of it, like the second trumpet? They said 7 trumpets will sound. Is this going to be the second one?
So Faye, Don's asking me, Faye, do you know what Metadron's alias is? No, I don't.
No.
I don't.
If you know, then speak it up.
Sure.
Don't hold it. Like I said, it's I don't like getting these messages, you know, but when I get them, I have to let you know what they are. The same way I didn't ask for this gift, but I have it. So I do everything in my power to help you.
So
Anu,
she, Anu, I'm looking that up.
hello Sherry, and hello to Margot. Hello
Oh,
Lupita, Richard Dearden. There definitely is a shift in all the atmosphere, in the weather, and whatnot. But there's going to become a shift in people, folks. I'll tell you that right now. Back in 2009, I predicted on the radio that there would be a civil war. Now, I don't care how many times, and like I said, I'm not political and all that, but the Republicans keep saying, no, they're not going to be able to. Blah, blah, blah. Trust me, I know what I've seen. Everything that I've seen already has come out. And so if there's another one, I'll let you know. It's that simple.
okay. So I'm just looking up what Anu is, and according to the Mr. Google, I went to Google, and I'm just putting what I'm seeing as far as the definitions. So, okay. So, Dawn, I looked those up and that's what I got. I just copied and pasted in here.
Okay.
So, I mean, the first is from Anu is it's Sumerian. Okay. And then the other one is from what the Bible talks about it, the God of heaven, Anu the king. Okay. So it's a great,
Hello, Noe.
great.
Hello, Jojo. But here's the thing, the way I heard it, when I heard it, and just now in my office, I was going to be 2 hours, I heard, I am the voice of God. Look to the sky because you'll hear this noise again. And I heard the exact same noise in my ear. So I went online and I tried to find it, like who's got that noise. And I went through a lot of them and I got it. Okay? And it was the exact same noise that I heard. Let me see if I can get it to do it again. This is what I heard. Now, if you look up online on YouTube, just put in there noise in the sky. And it happened in the UK, it happened all over the world. It happened to us when I was living in Texas. And they told me it's going to happen again. And I say like they say in the Bible, I say to you, if it happens again, please, please, please tell all your friends to watch the shows that I'm going to be doing. Because I'm going to go into deep meditation and I'm going to try to pick up everything that they tell me. Jojo, that's not awesome. That was the noise in the sky. And when I was washing dishes a while back, I remember I told you guys I didn't know what it meant. I heard 7 trumpets will sound, and I didn't know what that meant. And I told you people that, and a lot of you wrote back and said it's the apocalypse. So what I asked now, when I heard the one in my office, I said they told me to tell them to look to the sky. You will hear the noise again. And I'm thinking, is this the second trumpet? I don't know. I don't mean to put fear into you folks, but I mean to wake you. You know, not the woke stuff. No, I'm trying to wake you up to be aware of what's going on around you, because the whole world is changing. The people are changing. The atmosphere is changing. Everything is offset right now. And that's why I always ask, please be good to each other. Love each other. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm off the wall. Maybe if I get too off the wall, I'll probably stop doing the shows. I don't know. But I do these shows to help you folks because I'm ready. You know, I know what I have to face. I know what my wife has to face. You know, and hopefully we can do it together.
Well, it does make me, can I just say, can I make a little
Yes.
remark? It makes a person feel, I mean, we feel helpless anyway. And to hear, to hear that this information, I'm just going to talk to you like maybe one of the viewers. It could make me feel real helpless and put me in a state of true depression. How can this be helpful? Can I just say that? Can I just say that for the people? I'm
Because
not.
of the mere fact that God wants us to live our life to the fullest, okay? And we need to do just that in a loving way. There's so much hatred out there, man. It's just crazy. Did you see what they're doing now to Mexican people?
What?
They're going into Mexican restaurants and starting havoc there. And it's crazy.
Just what do you mean they're starting havoc there? What do you mean?
People walk in and they say, why don't you go back to where you came from? And you
Yeah.
know, the funny part about it, like I told you, if you look at the first maps of the United States,
The
of
first
America,
people. Yeah, the first people were all of the native
yep,
Mexican air. Yes, yes. Yeah, I
yes,
know.
Dawn's right.
I do get that. I do get that, Don. I'm just saying, it's at first when I hear him talk about this stuff, it just is a little unsettling. Can I just be honest?
Well, how do you think I feel? I'm the one who gets the
I'm sure,
message.
and I'm sure. So, I mean, I'm not just, I am human right now. And of course, I can't comprehend the infinite because I'm not tapped into the infinite. But, he keeps getting these things, and I believe him. And yes, I just said that. And so Don says, I'll join you in that crazy chat, Roger. Nobody understands what I know. It's so hard to explain. So let
There
alone
you
wrap your
go.
head around it. Right. And I guess it just takes a bit of time and reflection.
Hello, Norma. But I'm saying things like this now, folks, not to scare you, and maybe it is. I don't know, but I'm trying to wake you guys up that you need to be aware of everything. What the next step you take, whether it's a solid step or you're going to go down, whether the lasers are going to come out of the sky. Either way, I say this every time. I always say that death is the other half of life. And while you're here, live life to its fullest.
We're supposed to, even without all of these signs. This is what I have been learning is that we are supposed to live life to the fullest because this is just only one of our lives. Well, okay.
When you say to somebody, hey, I love you, mean it. Don't let it just blurt out words. Words are words. Put something behind it. Mean what you say. Okay?
You
When you
know, I
do
mean,
something for somebody, do it. Don't expect something back. Just do it.
one part of a disaster and a terrible disaster like the fire in Lahaina, Maui, the the other part is people getting together and working to make people
Yep.
okay and joining and being united. Now that's called unity and
Well,
love
right. And that's
and they
why I had said on the show, you people need to unite. That's the message I got from the Word of God. And then that show we're watching, America's Got Talent, and it says, stop hate, love, and unity. And I'm thinking, wow, there it is again. So
yeah.
then today the president's talking about Maui, and he
Mhm.
said, you should have seen that everybody's working together. And he goes, it was all unity. And I went, what? There's that word again. It's like they're telling us something. And I'm trying to tell you folks something. I'm not preaching to you. Don't get that wrong. I'm trying to wake you up. Like I always said, you guys are part of our family.
Well, it takes a quite a bit of bravery, tell you the truth, and courage to bring forth something like that, honey, to people here. I mean, we've seen people drop off the show, but there's some people that are coming on and they're hanging in there because really, if you look around, things are a little crazy. There's a lot
Yep.
of fires, there's a lot of storms,
A lot of
there's a,
storms,
there's a lot of
hurricanes, tornadoes,
hurricanes, tornadoes. I
flooding.
mean, and there's a war going on.
The
There's
people are going bananas.
we have technology that can annihilate the world in a nanosecond. You know,
Yep.
it is not back to 1890 anymore. We're not even like we were 10 years ago. We could do something terrible to ourselves. And it takes a lot of guts to say what you say, but it's not really surprising to tell you the truth to me. That's why it's a little disturbing
Honey, go
because
up to the
it's
very top and put Dawn up.
dawn
I literally
acknowledge.
turned into like that.
Oh,
I want everybody to know something.
okay, here we go.
All right, this is Dawn, okay, our friend Dawn in the UK. I literally turned into a dribbling wreck for about 6 months. My husband threatened to leave me. I'm not playing when I say I know what I know.
Hmm. That's cool.
Now, I'm
I
going to say
respect you.
this, and I've said this before. I said, if you have a husband and a wife, stay together because you're going to need each other. I said, if you have somebody like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, stay together. You will need someone. Now is the time to unite and stay together because you're going to have to help each other through this. Okay? I don't
Uh,
know how much more I can stress it, but gee whiz, you know. Yes, thank you, Lynn. That's it beautifully right there.
we say, Lynn says, we all need to unite in love and companionship. We need to stand up to the big powers that be to stop all this anger and animosity.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
I mean, maybe we are definitely preaching to the choir because I think everybody who watches our shows are full of love and integrity. And we walk away from the show and then we look around and we see this hate and anger and just divisiveness. And so it's like if we could just if we could just pass it around somehow, I don't know.
There's our
Here's
buddy I haven't seen for a while, Daryl Quintana.
okay.
Good to
Can
see
I
you on, my friend.
Mary is saying, I believe we have all come together here to make changes in our lives and rid hatred wherever we can. I stopped watching the news as it is a negative and full of hate. I understand that too.
I have to watch news because I have to take the good and the bad to balance and then deliver my message to you folks. Like I said, like I was sitting in my office and all of a sudden, bang, I hear, I am the voice of God. Now, I went, again. So I heard what I heard. They told me the noise is going to come out. Keep watching the sky. It's going to come out again. And
I'm
I'm
glad.
asking you folks whether or not it is the second trumpet.
So, Margot says, oh, did you take that off?
I'm
Margot
sorry,
said,
honey. Go ahead.
the idea of having another war is very scary just because of how advanced our technology is now compared to the last war. Yes, I know. I mean, and we have a crazy man over there, where, who is threatening us with it,
Well, here's the
There's a
thing,
couple
babe.
places where they're
But
threatening us
here's the
with this.
thing. Whether it be that crazy man or another crazy man, we don't
No,
know.
well, and there always is. There's always going to be. I mean, it's not like we have any control over the crazy men in this world. I've yet to see a crazy woman, by the way, as
Those
a
of
leader.
you, those of you that can remember this, remember, I think it's called Tiananmen Square or something like that,
Yeah.
where that Asian guy stood in front of a tank of all
Yes.
things,
Yes, and he's
and the
here to
tank
talk
would
about it.
move and he would move,
Yep. Yep. What a
trying
brave
to
guy.
stop them. Like
Right.
enough already,
One
stop.
man. And he's here now to talk about it. I thought he
Yep,
died. Honestly didn't know he survived that.
yep, he did. Hello,
Don said,
Vanessa.
I want to say what Don says.
Go
There are
ahead.
there are so many soulless beings out there trying to keep us in fear or anger or despair. You have to love yourself first. Yes, then reflect your life to all others. It's not about them, it's about you. Yes, Dawn. That's why it's so important to love yourself, to be happy with yourself and be happy. I know we're talking about like crazy different stuff and how are you going to be happy knowing all this stuff. We have to be happy. We're
And
supposed to
a
be
lot of
happy.
the politicians keep us scared, so we'll go, okay, whatever you want, yeah, do it, hurry up, No, we can change things. We have to change things in order to survive. Because if we let all the big shots and all that control our lives, where are we going to be? We're nothing. I've said this in other shows. We are pawns in a chess game.
Yeah,
Okay?
we are. We always have been.
Yeah.
Mary says, I feel very blessed by your extended family here. Such great people, full of love and caring for everyone and great information shared. Thank you. Here's Daryl saying, total difference between your eyes being open and your eyes being open. Appreciate all that you do and say. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Daryl.
Daryl. Thank you.
That's cool.
The whole thing is, folks, like I say this all the time. I'm not here for my health. I'm here for yours. Now you could, like I said, people were logging off because didn't want to hear it. And I said in the beginning, I'm going to be coming from left field. And I said, if you log out, that's cool. I can dig
Yeah,
that. Okay, doesn't
it's
bother
okay.
me.
We
But
kind of
shame on you
expected
for
it.
not wanting to listen.
We expected it. It's a little out there, but what can I say? Roger is
I'm
going to
a
give.
psychic medium, for God's
That's what I
sake.
said to him. I said, honey, who are you? You're a psychic medium. You get messages from the other side.
Look
Her,
at Herbie says, beautiful, Herbie. I like that.
Herbie says, why does it take disasters for us to work as one to help each other?
Amen.
Hmm.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And so Lynn also says, like the hippies in the 60s and 70s, love, love, love
I was
was,
one of them.
people were, yeah, they were happy, kind of,
Yep.
they were.
Somebody would start a fight and all that, and somebody would intervene right away. Hey, man, what are you guys fighting about? Come on, relax. Right away, boom.
So Jojo really did something kind of impressive. She says she had a call from a friend last night. She was very depressed and she was going to take her life. And because I spoke to her, she was in a better place. And she didn't end her life. She thanked me. Well, whatever you said to her,
Beautifully done,
God
Jojo.
bless. God
Beautiful.
bless you, Jojo.
There's our buddy Christopher James, who's going through the thing in Florida right now, everybody. He's down there. And we
Yeah.
pray all the time for people in Florida. But Christopher, I'm going to tell you, like I've told other people in Florida, be careful of where you step because your ground can give way at any time. And I know it's scary, but that's throughout the whole United States or through the world. Many things are happening right now, many things. And I predicted these things back in 2009 when I was doing my radio show. And just little old me going, this is going to happen, bum, 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 bum. Lo and behold, it happened.
There's some crazy things you said that did come through.
Yep.
Um, you have to, Don says you have to learn to switch off all outside influences and sit with yourself. You hold no fear only when it is projected onto you.
One of the crazy things I just ran across, one of the crazy things that I predicted, I said down in Florida, I said, I see a high rise falling. I said, there's something wrong about that high rise. Something, I don't know what it is. I described the side of it. I said, it's white on the side. I said, from like about 20 stories up there, it's going to be a high rise that's just going to come down, but there's something wrong. And I came across that video because David Murr was talking about it. And he said, because you could see the electricity was still on in the high rise. They dropped the wrong one. It was supposed to be the one next to it. So can you imagine that? Somebody made a big boo boo.
Yeah, that
Yep,
happened.
that's exactly. Yep, you're right, Christopher. I saw that. I predicted it was going to happen, and all of a sudden, boom! They dropped it and said, "Oh, that's the wrong one."
Yep.
Richard said his leg was shaking because of an earthquake. That's not the only thing, Richard. It's going to be an earthquake and a volcano erupting. I don't know why I get it, but that way, but it's going to be like offset. But I still say, folks, please, please, please keep watching the sky. Okay? And that noise that I'll play the noise one more time. This is the last time I'll play it, okay? But this is what you're gonna hear. Now that happened a while back, and I remember it happened when I was in Texas, and I came running out of the house. It's gonna happen again, and that's why I asked you folks, because you've been watching this show for a while now. I said, is this the second trumpet that's going to sound?
Well, excuse me, it did happen actually I'm looking on Google about noise in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and son, this is the most mysterious noises heard around the world. This was April 2, 2023. So it
Was that
continues.
okay? If that's 2023,
Yeah,
was that the second one?
I don't know.
Because I know they're telling, they told me, the voice of God told me to keep watching the sky because you're going to hear that noise again. And I'm thinking, how many times has it done it already?
Okay, and here I'm also seeing a headline saying May 11, 2023. A solar-powered balloon mission has detected a strange, unexplained sound from an unidentified source high in the air above Earth. So,
I don't know. I don't know what to tell everybody, but
I mean, I believe they're they picked it up. So I don't January 4, 2023 are the sky trumpets. Sounds of sky, which is some call sky trumpets or skyquakes, have been reported from around the world in recent years. I mean, so it sounds like this is happening not just once or twice, but
no.
consistently in different times of the year.
And Lisa wants to know, are we all going to hear it or just certain places? No, we all will hear it.
Hmm.
I know, Richard. You know, it's almost like here's what everybody, so you know, I question this because it says not to question my gift or not to question God. But the only thing I ask is, why me?
Well,
And I
because
said
you,
it when I first got my gift. I said, there's priests, there's nuns that study
you
the
know why?
Bible.
Can I just tell you why? Because you
What?
were such a jerk before. I think that's why he chose you, because you were not a good guy.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so what it did was change you so significantly that even your kids made,
Yeah, they
reference
said
to
that
it.
I'm a different guy.
So, I mean, I really think that it changed you so significantly that it made a big difference in your life, right? Am I right?
Yep.
I wasn't there when it happened, but I mean,
I didn't care about no one but myself. Now I care about everyone. Hello, Anne Marie. Good to see you. Yeah,
so
and I know you're coming in late, Anne Marie, but you need to rewatch the show because it's a show. Put it that
yeah.
way.
So Dawn is saying that thing is alien crafts are silent. So where is the noise resonating from? I know.
I
We
don't
don't know.
know. We
I
all
don't think
came out of
anybody
our
knows.
houses asking what's that noise and where's it coming from.
Right. It almost sounds like machinery grinding against each
Right.
other in a way.
It sounded like us steel against steel.
But it was coming from the sky, and everybody was out going like that. It happened everywhere.
Put up what Marcy says on.
Marcy says, I'm glad you changed. I wish my dad would have. I wanted a dad for so long. I know.
A lot of times, honey, it takes us to fall down completely. Some of us get up, some don't.
Right.
Aoife, I didn't know about that either. Put up what she put on.
Yeah. Alien crafts are always silent. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm learning this in my own little research.
This is why a lot of times when people come up to me, they go, "Oh, you got such a beautiful gift," and I go, "Really?"
Well, you do have a beautiful gift for everybody else. It's hard on you, but
Very.
we thank God that you have it.
They are advanced to know, modify what we used to do, so we don't.
They are advanced to modify what we are used to so we won't be scared. Hmm.
Go to what Don says.
Don says, but Roger needed that past to make him who he is. Yep. Those experiences give you knowledge. Yeah. And perspective that other people need your help with. Yeah. Roger had a lot of fun. A lot of fun in that previous year. Those previous years. I mean, really, you did. You did. So you have that knowledge. You had a lot of fun.
I'm not saying nothing.
Because you know you did. Yes.
It's like I sometimes when I do to the kitty.
That's going to be in my book.
Thank you. Okay, you have been converted by Roger, God, Roger, you believe. No,
Yeah.
honey,
Oh,
no, 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 no. I'm not a God. Please don't
no,
put
no. You
me.
have been converted by God. Not yet. You are a God.
Oh,
Come on, read it right. Okay.
okay. Yes, I do believe. The thing is, folks, if I say like when I know the first time I said it when I said I heard I am the voice of God. I know a lot of you went like, what? And I don't blame you. Because if somebody told me that, I'm the voice of God, I look at, yeah, right. But I'm telling you, as plain as, man, as plain as the nose on my face, I heard I am the voice of God. You people need to unite and you need to love. And it said, keep looking to the sky. And then today I hear, keep looking to the sky because you will hear that noise again.
Marcy's asking, do people ever tell you, Roger, that your gift is a joke?
Yes, all the time. And that it's the devil's work too. I
Yeah,
get that a lot.
yeah. It's okay. No,
But
it's
I
not
was told,
okay, but it does, we can't lie. It does hurt a little bit,
yeah. Well, like
but
that guy when I was doing the radio show, the guy said, "You're a fraud," right on
yeah.
the air. And I looked at Hector, the guy who was running the board, and I said, "Please go to a commercial." We went to a commercial, and I started crying. And when I came back on the air again, I had tears in my eyes, and I told the guy, "If you think I'm such a fraud, I invite you to come to the station. I will read for you live on the air, and then you tell me if I'm a fraud." He never called back. How do I handle it when they say that to me, Mars? When they call me saying doing the devil's work, I tell them, "Do you have a Bible?" And they go, "Yeah." Look up Psalms 105, verse 15, where it says, "Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm." And there's other scriptures in there too. I know
There's
there's,
a ton of scriptures
yeah,
and that so-called Christians like to ignore. I mean, the Bible is so controversial when it comes to that message and many messages that, you really,
Danny, why you call me a cochino?
I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean, darling?
A pig. Not a pig, oink oink. A pig like you're sloppy, you do
Yeah.
this, that type.
So
There.
Dawn says, people ask if I'm crazy, and I say, yep, and walk away. Conversation over. Yep.
Well, they used to call me when I was doing the radio show. They would call me when I would go to play music. Right after I got done doing my show, I'd go to play music. I could hear a lot of people laughing at me until finally things started coming out. Things I predicted started coming out. And then it was, "Hi, Roger. Roger, can we talk to you for a little bit?" And I'm just walking through. And they would say, "We heard your show today. And can you tell us about what you taught?" And it was like I had a flock of people around me. Now, recently, about a year ago, was it, honey? That I went down to sister's house? Was it a year or 2 years?
At my sister's house?
No.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 2 years ago now. Yeah.
I went down there and I went to the grotto where the Virgin Mary appeared, and the priest was giving confession. So I asked him if he would like hear my and then yeah, he blessed me and everything. And I remember this after I walked like 3 steps, I heard, "You're supposed to bless the priest." And I went, "Father?" And he goes, "Yes, son." And I said, "The spirits told me that I'm supposed to bless you." Because I told him what I did in life. And he goes, "That'll be fine." And he put his head down. And I just went in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, like that. And I said, "Please go with God."
And so, you know what that tells me? That
Uh,
priest was so open-minded to your gift.
right.
And
Because go ahead. And
go
what?
ahead. You go ahead.
And out of that, folks, this is God's honest truth. Word got around about me blessing the priest and the things I was talking about to other people. So far, they told me I've changed over 100 people's lives. We're talking prostitutes, drug addicts, drug dealers, alcoholics, uh, abusers, everything. They said I changed people's lives. So the word that I got back from all of that when I went down there, this is down in San Antonio, that they want me to come back to three churches, and not churches chicken, no, three churches, Catholic churches, and they want me to speak to the people and to bless the people.
I just want to. I want to
Ditto,
speak to.
Danny.
I want to speak to what the priest kind of showed is that this is a man of God himself, and he appreciated your gift and he respected you for it.
Yep.
And he was receptive to receiving blessings from you. Now,
Because,
that tells me, let me finish, that he should be like, I mean, if only other Christians could see that. If only other people who call themselves Christians could see that a priest was humble enough to receive
right.
the blessings of a psychic medium. Come on, you know?
And it wasn't that he took my blessings as a mockery. He truly knew I was blessing him, and he thanked me afterwards.
Mhm.
And then word got around about me doing that to him. He told other priests and all that. And next thing you know, they want me to come to their church.
So Dawn stays away from church and religion. They are so far removed from what they were. It's bonkers. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm trying to bring him back.
Yeah.
It's a long road, but what can you do?
I mean, and everybody has their own religion, even when they call themselves Christians, and even when they call themselves Catholic, and even when they call themselves Baptists or Methodists or Lutherans. Everybody has their own religion, really, don't they?
Well,
Absolutely.
my,
Because
my friend knows that when I speak to people and these people will come back and tell you, I tell it like it is. I don't hold punches. I don't sweeten it and everything. And these people that were drug addicts, drug dealers, prostitutes, everything, they changed their lives around. And my friend tells me all the time, she goes, brother, you don't know how much you change these people's lives. And I said, well, good. No, 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 you don't understand. These people were so deep into what they were doing and they were offending God. And because of you, they stopped everything and changed their lives. And they go to church now. And the husband comes home to the wife. They're all together now. I said, wow,
well,
that's
and I say to
beautiful.
those people who go to church, I respect them for doing that. I don't, in my, it's not like I'm not anti-religion. I'm not anti
You
anything.
don't
I'm
have to go to church to preach or to pray to God. You can
exactly. You
do it
don't
in your
have to go to
closet.
church to do anything. Your faith is your faith, as far as I'm concerned. Your faith is your faith.
And this is why every show we always say, love everyone you can on this earth right now that you're alive. Let them know it. And I always say, or we always say, and everybody else is saying it now, because love is life and life is love. And we got a knucklehead on here.
Yep. Pay no attention to these people.
Two of
People.
them.
Yeah.
They don't know. This is what I mean. This is like a sideshow for them. All to get funds. How many times have I come on and say, okay, I need money because of da 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 da? No,
Never.
that is not me. Raven's creator and come on, really, get a life.
I think I blasted them, dear.
Okay, go to
Hopefully.
Richard, honey. Richard knows what I'm talking about.
Richard says, it seems like I have been predicting a lot more stuff lately. Is there a reason for it?
Yes, because your eye is opening, your third eye is opening, and you're becoming aware of your environment. Everything that we talked about before, Richard, about the earthquakes and all that, boom, 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 they're all coming out. There's a shift in the world, in the atmosphere, everything. The people are shifting. Look at how people are so angry at each other that they're, what do they call that? You stop the car and you start fighting out in the car and all that. That's all over now. Hey, look at the guy we saw last night, honey, trying to get away from the cops, and he's fighting with the cops on the freeway.
I know. I know.
Go to the next one to Christopher.
Christopher says, uh, oh, Roger, you are a very fortunate guy enough to have such a supportive wife, Faye. It's a beautiful thing. Well, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Yes, I am. I'm very blessed to have her because she prayed for me and I prayed for her, and I don't know how, but the
We
divine intervention, we got together.
we
Boom.
didn't even know each other was the possibility.
Right. And we
You know,
went to high school together. We had classes in high school, but she always walked right past me.
I did. I did. I had a lot to do. I had to make it to the next class on time.
Folks,
Trying to
I hope there's just one or two of you that heed the warnings and that absorb my words that I said today on the show. Because, like I've always said this time and time and time again, I don't speak for my health, I speak for yours. And trust me, folks, please trust me. Road rage. Thank you, Richard.
no,
When
yeah.
I say this, if I get a message again when I hear the voice of God, if I have to do a special show, I will do a special show. I will break in right away. But please note, I don't do it just for the sake of doing it to get my listeners back. No, because if you, like people are logging off, that's fine. I'm not hurt by it. But I know what I know, and I heard what I heard. And so far, things that they've told me that I've said on the show have come out. So please just be careful, be more loving. You know, help the homeless because I want you to put yourself in their positions. Okay, like the people of Maui. What did they go home to their house? What house? There's nothing there but a pile of rubble now.
Hmm.
Do what you can, folks, to help. Okay? On this show, we don't ask for any money. We give money the best we can. We help organizations like this.
So Don says this awakening can't be stopped. So many are seeing and gaining new gifts lately. We are remembering our ancestors, so the powers that be are trying to do everything to stop it.
Yeah, and my ancestors are over in Portugal and Spain, where I played. Crazy.
So Don is saying that they have to do it every 150 years. If you look into the resets, the info is out there. That's very interesting. And Richard says, "Why does it seem like everything is falling apart for me lately?"
Because everything's falling apart for everybody, Richard. It's not just you. The whole world is falling apart. Why? Because of one key thing. Two things. Everyone's lost respect and they lost love. It's gone. Remember the American dream? Went up in smoke. And that's sad. That's really sad. And here's the ironic thing about it is the people that are down south at the border are trying to come into the United States for a better life. And here it's just the same as down there. It's getting that way. It's just getting crazy. It really is. All over you, wherever you look, it's getting
So,
crazy.
in response to Richard's statement, Don says you are preparing to build from stronger foundations, Richard.
Yep.
So, yes, it's true. It's like, so when we go through different roadblocks and difficult times, those difficult times, they are lessons learned. They are lessons learned of what we maybe did to make them happen, actually.
Go to
Not
IFA,
saying,
honey.
I'm not trying to make you be blamed. There's no blaming here. I'm just saying we learn from everything that we are doing. Who you? Okay, you got it.
And if you remember, folks, I said this a long time ago. I said COVID will be with us at least 3 or 4 years. It's still here. And I said, be ready to mask up again. It's going to happen. It's a crazy world we live in.
Yep, it is. We're at 5:26, honey. Can you believe it?
Wow.
I hope everyone has. Thank you for hanging there with us. Let's
Right.
just put it that way. I
The
love
way
you
I
all.
say it, thank you for letting me come into your hearts and into your homes.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, folks, and I'm going to say it on the show. That lady, that way, where am I? This lady next to me over there, I'd be lost without her. She is really the one that's my rock, per se. Because there's things that I question in my heart and in my mind, and I say, I don't know how to go about this. What do you think? And bang. Like she said today, when I said, I don't know if I should tell the people what I got, and she said, who are you? What do you do? That's all I needed.
Thanks for your thumbs up. Thanks for your hearts.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing the show. Please continue to do that. Smash the like button. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't done that already. We'd like to get our numbers up there.
Those of you that came on late, sorry, honey. Those of you that came on late, please rewatch the show. It is very, very important. And it's also very important for you to share with your family and with your friends and your groups. People need to know what I have been talking about today. Okay? Honey, you want to say anything?
I think we've said a lot.
Yeah, we did. Aoife, I'm really worried about I'm worried about, and I'm not picking on you or nothing. I'm worried about people in Africa right now. They're showing me that Africa, that section, can split in half. And I don't know what that means. But they just showed me a big groove. Like, if you see the world like this, there's like a piece of pie that was cut out. And that to me is where it begins, is in Africa. So please, if you have family there or whatever, please let them know to be careful. Keep watching the sky, folks. It's very vital. Okay?
For so many reasons, I think.
Yeah.
I keep on watching the sky.
And don't forget, there's a blue moon out now,
Oh, yes.
tonight. Those of you who are in the UK and whatnot, you've
They're
already going through
You're already going through it.
Yep.
And Australia already went through it. Oh, thank you, dear Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn. So, folks, we have to leave. I'm sorry that I wish I could keep going on and on and on, but remember one thing. When I do get a message again, I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, I'll wake up, get on my phone, and I will say it. Whatever it is. And yes, Dawn, when I predicted the earthquake in California, I went from Los Angeles to Vegas and back like this, just like a pie cut. And that's exactly when we saw that show, the guy did the same thing, made the same pie cut that I had predicted. And maybe that's going to be what's going to happen over in Africa. I don't know. But I seen like a pie cut.
Wow.
So, with that, we got to get out of here, everybody.
Yes.
Really, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I know my wife does too.
Absolutely.
God bless you all for watching, number one. Number two, God bless you all for being with us every show. Because we need you as you need us. Okay? And we're here for you 100%. So with that, we got to say, don't forget about our good buddy Paul Francis tomorrow. He's on at what time, honey? 3 o'clock?
Oh, it's 1:30 Central for us. And it's
tomorrow?
for Spirit Quest, right? Is it Spirit Quest tomorrow?
Yeah.
And it's at 1:30 in Central Time, 7:30 UK time. And I don't know about the rest of the world.
All
So,
right. If not, we're gonna see you guys Saturday morning at 10:30 in the morning, which is 4:30 UK time. Okay. And with that, we have to say this, folks, and I hate to say it. I'm so glad we had this time. No, wrong show. Okay. We say it every show. Love everyone you can on this earth right now. Why, Lisa? Because
because
love
love is
is life
life
and
and life
life is
is
love.
love.
Take care of one another. Be good to each other. Help the homeless. And if you can give to Maui and the people on the East Coast, those in Florida too, give. Okay?
Anybody in distress, your choice.
Right.
Love you all.
Take care. Bye,
Take care, hon.
everyone.
Okay, honeys. Goodbye.